Bronco Nation, this week marks a historic occasion for Boise State as a Big 12 team, the first time that a current Big 12 member has ever traveled to the Blue, will be coming to face Boise State this Saturday in a massive matchup for Boise State, a chance to put its season back on track and to make a big statement on the football field. There's also an opportunity for Boise State here to make a huge statement off the football field. This will be the first time that a lot of people from the state of Oklahoma will be traveling to the great state of Idaho. And it will also be the first time that a lot of people potentially tune in to watch a Boise State game and to see what our program is all about. We are in chaotic times right now with conference realignments going on left and right. The American Athletic Conference potentially definitely losing teams, potentially expanding. The Big 12 expanding right now to 12 teams with potential in the future to add more. The Pac-12, no planned expansions right now, but potentially looking to get left behind if it doesn't. There's a lot of things in fluid that are fluid right now. And there's a chance here for Boise State to show the nation what they are all about. And I want to take a moment here to remind Bronco Nation what it means to be a Boise State Bronco fan. Several disturbing reports have come about that Boise State fans, particularly the student section, last week participated in a vulgar and profane chant against the opposing team prior to the game's kickoff. Thankfully, this chant did not continue into the game itself and was not caught by any of the television cameras, but several members, including those with small children who were at the game, reported hearing the Boise State student section before the game, during the tailgating, and at the game itself prior to kickoff, chanting F UTEP, but actually saying the word and doing it multiple times. And this news, to me, this is the first time that I've ever heard of Boise State. I've been a Boise State fan for a long time, and this is the first time that I've ever heard of this happening on this large of a scale, and I'm truly sickened to my stomach. Being a Boise State fan carries with it certain expectations. When you put on the Boise State blue, when you slap this on to a backpack or onto a logo on a shirt or onto the back of a car or a truck, you no longer represent purely yourself. You represent Boise State and everything that it stands for. The second part of Boise State's code of honor, Boise State's core values, that is respect and civility. That's the second key in Boise State's core values. And that is absolutely what Boise State is about, the blue collar. It's about buckling down, doing the hard work without the recognition, and going out and proving yourself with your actions in your field and your specialty. Whether that's on the football turf, whether that's on the hard top, or whether that's in the classroom, Boise State is all about going out and showing that you're the best of the best, and not just the best of the best in your skills and abilities, but in your character. A Boise State coach one time said that when they recruit, they don't care so much about the skills and abilities of the players. Yeah, of course, Boise State wants to get the top players to come. But what they want more than that is men of character who they can mold into the players that this program is known for producing. Men who are humble, men who are generous, men who are kind, and men who are going to go out there on the field and portray Boise State as an elite institution, not just in its abilities and on the field of play, but also when it comes to the character of the program itself. Without our character, we are nothing but a school with a shiny blue turf. We are no different than any other program out there. It is our character that draws people to this program, that draws people to the great city of Boise. It is our character and our actions that put Boise State at the top of the group of five and makes them a team that players want to come and play for, and then stay to coach for, and then stay to live in the great city of Boise. I know it's been a long time since we've had fans in the stands. It's been over a year. And I know there's different things going on right now. But when at a point when our country is descending into opposing sectors, when it's descending into constant vulgarity and negativity, and profanity is becoming much more common than it should be, and when blatant disrespect is running rampant from at every point in our society. It is important, regardless of what might be going on around us, that we stand true to our institution's core values, that of respect and civility to all, and that we continue to display the character and pride that showing what it means to be a Boise State Bronco. We're not Reno. We're not Nevada. We are a program that shows we shake hands before the game. The captains shake hands before the game. We go out and we play 4 hard quarters, and we shake hands. We even pray. A lot of times the team even sits down and prays with the opposing team. There was a great article written last year about BYU and Boise State, bitter rivals, or are developing rivalry for sure. And that's gotten bitter in the past. And these two programs, despite all that went on the field, sitting down together and getting down on a knee together and showing what is most important, that is utmost character and respect for opposing teams and opposing human being across from you. And I want to encourage you, Boise State. I know that University President Marlene Trump has already addressed the student body on this, and I applaud her for that action. But this cannot happen again. We cannot allow our program and our fandom to descend from the highest peaks of its competitive edge and its character edge. We cannot allow it to descend from that, because once we lose that, we will never get it back. So I implore, that's not the right word. I plead, sorry, I'm coming off the rails here at the end. I plead with you, the fans, and specifically the students, that if you hear another Boise State fan leading a chant that contains vulgarity or obscenity against the other team or another person, that you would step in and let them know that that's not okay. Because we have to lead, each of us has the responsibility to lead by our own example and to say something. It's on you, it's on me, it's on all of us to not just not participate in those actions, but to stop them before they even begin. But together, we can do this. Together, we can continue to make Boise State a name that across the nation is looked up to and respected. And eventually, with our continued success on the field and our continued academic and institutional development, we will get the respect that we deserve. But it's not going to come by descending to the depths of certain other institutions, and it's not going to come by becoming a vulgar and obscene fandom. We need to be above it all. We need to show what Boise State's all about, and we need to respect opposing fans, opposing players, and opposing teams overall at all times and at all points in their visits to our campus, during the game, and win or lose afterwards. And make them want to come back and visit us. Maybe make some players decide that they want to transfer to our great institution. But Boise State has to be better than this, and we have to improve going forward. So once again, I thank you, Marlene Trump, for addressing this. I thank you for the multiple fans on the Bronco Nation update site who brought this to my attention, because unfortunately, right now, stationed in Florida, I don't get to go to the games. I was at the UCF game. I thank you for bringing this to my attention. This is not who we are about, and we cannot let this happen again. So enjoy the Oklahoma State game. It's going to be an awesome matchup. I've got several videos coming out talking about the matchup. But before I did those, while I sat down to write those, this came to my heart, and I had to say something. So I've said something. It's your turn to say something. I can't be in the stands, but you are. Make sure this doesn't happen again. That's my charge. Thank you, Bronco Nation. And as always, go Big Blue.